Ever since the playoff field was expanded to 12 teams in 1990, there has been a dynamic where roughly half of the teams that make it one year don't make it back the next year, which means that every year there's 6, now maybe 7 spots up for grabs. Sometimes it's a little more, sometimes it's a little less. Today's draft, and it was originally awarded teams who missed the playoffs last season that will make it this year. You know how I feel about the social media graphic that would have come from that one. So we're going to go with could, not will, could. Most likely, how about that? Most likely, make it a little stronger to make it this year. You have the first pick, Michael.
Well, Mike, thank you for giving me the first pick because I'm going to make this one easy. A team with a top 5 quarterback and a top 5 wide receiver that won 9 games last year and missed the playoffs. Give me the Cincinnati Bengals. If they show up in September, they should make it.
I think you're right, and it's amazing that they don't immediately come to mind because in my head, they are a playoff team. They were in the playoffs last year, even though they weren't. So great pick by you. I will begin with, and it instantly becomes a little more challenging, I think the Patriots are among the most likely to make it. When you consider they're favored in like 11 of their games, and I know that'll all change as the season unfolds. Their win-loss total is like 6.5, 7.5, but I think they can get to 10, and I think 10 gets you in a 17 playoff field. And I think the Patriots are going to be back under Mike Vrabel. It's going to be a different vibe. It's a different day, and it's going to be a different outcome for the Patriots when the season ends.
And they have a very, as you mentioned, their schedule is pretty soft, and at the beginning of the year, it looks pretty good. I'm going to go with the San Francisco 49ers. Can you believe they only won 6 games last year? I know they had some injuries, but you look at that coach and you look at that roster, even with their injuries at receiver right now and their division, I like San Francisco to return to the playoffs.
Now I'm really struggling. I could make a case for the Dolphins, but I fear the Dolphins' wheels are going to come off this year. I could make a case for the Falcons, but I don't really know what Michael Penix is going to be. I will go with, let's have some fun here. I believe in the Titans. I think with Cam Ward, I think that he's going to have a very positive impact. It's going to be a C.J. Stroud type of an impact on a team that is predominantly playing its games at 1 o'clock Eastern on a Sunday, and we're just not going to notice. They're going to win the games they're supposed to win, and they're going to quietly compile victories, Michael, and then when the dust settles, holy shit, they're in the playoffs.
I didn't see that one coming. That's a good one. Didn't see that one.
I've been just kind of quietly monitoring and respecting what the Titans have done. I love Cam Ward. I like the fire. I like the fight that he had this week with a teammate. I like what he brings to the table. We need to take a break. All right, one more pick each. Teams most likely to make it back to the playoffs who missed last year. Bengals, 49ers, Patriots, Titans so far. Michael, give me one more.
Want to come full circle? How about them Cowboys? 7-10 last year. No Dak Prescott. Maybe they sneak in there, turn that 7-10 into 10-7.
They were really heartbroken by getting their asses kicked by the Packers a couple of years ago. They just expected they were going to show up and win, and they got demolished. And Jerry Jones said it was as bad as any loss they've ever experienced, that playoff loss 2 years ago. I'll stay in the division, and in honor of Chris Sims, I'll say, the G-Man. I think that defense, with Abdul Carter there and Kayvon Thibodeau and Brian Burns, and they'll do just enough offensively, maybe they can sneak in, which means the Cowboys would be out. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.